Good morning. Buenos dias. How are we doing? I woke up pretty early today, much earlier. I'm more of a morning person, but it was way earlier even for me. Like the time I woke up at around 6, more like 5:40. I was like up, and then 6 I was like, let me take a shower. It oh, I hear the dogs. I think that's my dog. um okay. We need to. I don't want it to sound like first thing in the morning. We need to do this. What's better than we need to? I think I know that we should stop shaming. That's what I want to say. We need to. I did it. But maybe we do need to. Maybe we do need to. We need to stop shaming. We need to learn, but not just shaming other people, but learning how not to shame ourselves. We need to learn how to be shameless. It's, I saw it this, I wrote it. Me earlier said it better than what I'm trying to say now. It said, unlearning shame. When people feel shame about themselves, they don't take care of themselves. And I saw this while I was getting ready, and it was a video talking about AI. And it was just talking about not automatically demonizing the technology, but learning about who's in control of it right now and what are we using it for, how's it being developed, where are the data centers being put place, all that jazz. And I actually want to talk about that in its own video. But there was one part of it where it was talking about shaming and how when you shame someone and you tell someone, don't do this, like, why would you do that? That's disgusting. That's weird. That's whatever. They don't, us as humans, we don't learn from that. We don't learn from shame. If anything, it's like, now I'm not going to tell you about it, but I'm going to continue and do it, but in secret. And now without your knowledge. So shaming doesn't help, but it's something that I think shaming also goes into cancel culture. Like we we think that that's the solution to just, well, shut you out and you're not in it. Like, but it's just not the case. That's not how things work. Especially, it's just not how humans learn. We don't learn with shame. We learn with constructive criticism. We learn with guidance. We learn with not no's. I'm sorry. Like, even I feel like parenting classes teach this. Like, you don't just go outright to the no. Like, no, what are you doing? It's, well, what are you looking for? Why are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like, you got to get to the root and not just pull it out and expect something to change. So, shaming, unlearning shame, I think that's really important. And I think that's something I'm going to take into today, where we need to take care of ourselves and especially one another. Not just ourselves, it's not just me, but we need to do that by not shaming. We need to do that by, I hate saying you need to, like, but hey, I think it's important. When I heard that this morning, I was like, I need to write that down. I um there was another thing that I wrote down that I wanted to get out today, which actually I think kind of relates. It's the similarities, ready? The similarities between leftists and Christians. I'm not saying that you can't be. Well, you can say you can say whatever the fuck you think you are. There might be some contradictions, but isn't that human nature, just contradiction? Um, but in the way I'm talking about they're related, I think they're related because of the purity politics that they both play. You could, I mean, like when you say this out loud, it's like you guys have much more in common than you think. Um, with leftists, if there's a certain shame in not, let's say, reading up on the latest Marxian author, or having this whole span of knowledge that you are just supposed to know. Like there is no time to grow and learn. It's like, why don't you know that already? You didn't know that. There's like a purity politics. You know what I mean? And I think even Christians do this with things related to the Bible. It's like, you didn't know that verse. Or it's like they just take everything for granted. It's just it's supposed to be common sense. And there's a shame in when you don't know it. Or there's a purity complex where it's like, well, I knew that and you didn't. And like it, and this is why people, I'm more on the leftist side, but I came from Christian background, so this is why I can see and relate to these things. Um, with leftists, this is why people don't expand their horizons, and this is why people don't are not interested in hearing about leftism and about their values, which I mean, a lot more people are actually on the left than they would think, but it's because of these shameful purity politics that people don't actually make that gap. You know what I mean? They don't bridge the gap. With Christians, sorry, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. But with Christians, I feel like Christianity has been infected with just man made crap where it's strayed so far from the actual message where it's like, I don't think you guys even know what you believe, because this is just thoughts from a man. These are all altered versions of the Bible that just came about because of the time that they were in. Like, you know what I mean? Like the authors, the I don't like saying that. You know what I mean? I need to stop that. I do not like saying that because I can't assume that you do. I'm gonna nip that in the bud. I almost just said, you know what I mean? Oh, I almost did it again. Okay, but it's exactly that. It's exactly that. It's the purity politics that make them related, and it's shame at the bottom of it. All right, that was really it for my morning. So have a good morning, y'all.